What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Today, I want to talk about Brother Joel Embiid, who has done a marvelous job as the reigning league's MVP. And of course, there's been some controversy because of who the brother has just married. Now, I'm getting emails about this. And of course, it's subtle. All right. And he's married to Anne de Paula, who is a Brazilian model. And they got married in a very exclusive wedding in the Hamptons. But of course, we all know what the issue is. Here we have this rich, super wealthy black man in the prime of his life marrying Anne de Paula, a Brazilian Sports Illustrated model, and foregoing all of the women that would be in the Cameroon, or foregoing all of the women that would be somewhere else to deal with her. We all know this is going to be absolutely true. All right. Dr. Umar Johnson has talked about this in reference to Kobe Bryant in the past marrying Vanessa Bryant, and about how the money from successful black men goes out of the community. I'd like to play that clip to give it context, and then I'll return.
When he got to the NBA at 17 or 18, he chose him a non-African wife. And from what I understand, his mother or father or both didn't agree with his selection. They didn't agree with it. And so when he was murdered, guess who inherited all of Kobe Bryant's estate? Vanessa Bryant. Everything Kobe Bryant's parents taught him, every basketball technique his father gave to him, everything Kobe Bryant built in the basketball court, outside of the basketball court, he was working on his own. When Kobe died, all of his money, his power, his assets, his wealth, his entire estate went to a non-black woman. All that black talent went to a non-black woman. And from what I understand, she's not even thinking about giving his parents anything at all. This is what happened when celebrity parents raise celebrity children with no black consciousness. All you're doing is setting your empire up for a white takeover.
So you've heard what's going on there. All right. Let me just say this. I've noticed that there is a certain level of colorism, a certain level of anti-blackness with certain brothers. But let me just tell you this. It's your preference. Again, I'm not here to change anybody's preference. But the thing is, I would like to know, because a lot of us as black men, I don't want to assume. I do know we have brothers who are colorists, and Joel Embiid can be one of them, right? And I know we're going to say, who cares? It's not your business. And it's not my business. I want to have a general discussion, right? And the discussion I want to know is, why? Now, you cannot tell me this young man has never had a woman from Cameroon, from Nigeria, a black woman that he feels is attractive. I just could not believe that. All right, I just cannot believe that. But here's what I could believe. I could believe that she could have been a woman that, and again, if you look at her, she's not like super thick. She's something like you would say like maybe a white guy or a European guy would want. What is it that this lady has done to win these guys over? I want to know that. And then we can only know that if we ask. Okay? Here's a situation that we're talking about in Black America. And I'm a pro-black. But we need to be honest here. We have certain brothers in the black community that are willing to take whatever comes. They can take them dark. They can take them light skinned. They can take them white. And these black men are castigated for making the choice that they want to make. Now, when Ebony K. Williams come out and say whatever they want to say, I don't hear Dr. Umar talking about that. When Ebony K. Williams, and he does, but recently, when these black women want to swirl and divest, I don't hear a lot of brothers talking about that, but I do hear a problem with black men doing it. So then the question I want to talk about again is, where's the competition for these guys? How do you compete? And here's what I would like to say. In the black community, a lot of black men that got money and got resources, they're dealing with a lot of entitlement. I done been in Black America. I'm here in Africa. I can tell you there's a certain level of entitlement that ladies feel that you should give them because you got money. I don't know about these other ladies now all the time. I know they could be even worse. I'm going to be real. But what I'm talking about is, where is the competition for these particular men? And I'm talking about, we got brothers out there who are not colorists, who happen to end up with white wives or non-black wives. And then we come back and we find out that, man, it wasn't about colorism in the first place. I'm not talking about situations where it is colorist. I'm talking about, how do these women act? And she is a Brazilian, right? Go figure. See, the thing about it is this. The problem in the black world is that we have so many black men, so many black women, or so many black men rather, who are not pro-black. They are willing to take what's out there on the table, just like a lot of black women are able to take what's on the table. And what happens is, when some of these sisters lose out and they can't be competitive with what's out there on the market, there seems to be a problem. Everybody is not going to be pro-black like me or Dr. Umar, or have that stance where we all black everything. Okay? Nobody's going to give you a black community pass. Everybody's not going to do that. I wish that I could make it happen, but I can't. And that's something I think that a lot of black women need to understand. We're looking for race loyalty all the time and parity without actually putting in the time. And that can be for both guys. Black men can be entitled towards black women, and black women the other way around. I'm sure there are plenty of examples of both. But the issue is that when you don't have it, then that people get mad. They get upset. It's a big issue. Okay? It's a big issue. And the reality of it is that it needs to stop being so much of an issue with those people who don't see the world from the same view as the pro-blacks. Because the black men out there, or black women out there, are looking for value in a mate. What we're trying to tell people is, well, if you want value, you need to stick with your own group. And while that can work, I'm not saying it don't work. For some people, it's not what they're looking for. And it's I just can't come down on the brother and say, well, you picked her because she's Brazilian and and you want to be closer to white. It could definitely be that. Or it could be what she does every day. And we don't think about that. We want, like, I covered the Tiffany Haddish thing with Common. Tiffany Haddish said Common was the best relationship she ever had. When he wanted to break up with her, you know what she told the guy? Well, you gonna be 50-year-olds and single? Okay, bye. That's the attitude. So what that tells me is, the man was trying to tell you that he had a problem with something you were doing. You didn't care. And your response was, well, if you don't like it, you can go. Typical. I mean, like, this is what I'm saying. If that is going to be the case, how do you even make light of that? And what I'm trying to say is, yes, the colorism stuff, look, you brothers out there, if y'all want to do that, that's fine. But the brothers in the middle and the sisters in the middle need to understand, hey, these Brazilian girls are coming. These white ladies are coming. Okay? These women are coming. They're going to be competing for these guys in the same vein that you want to compete for them. And they don't care. That's just the truth. They're going to be competing hard body for these guys. It's just what it is. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I appreciate you for all of you. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.